Much credit to Princeton. Every time we made a defensive mistake, they made us pay. We battled and battled. Guys I got coming off the bench right now are really young and struggled defensively today, which you can't struggle defensively against them because if not, you get put on skates. And but we had a chance. We had control of the game in the first half and had an opportunity to make some shots and have a bigger lead. You know they're coming. They're a real good basketball team. They're an experienced team, and we just couldn't make a jump shot. And we made maybe our last. Jermaine made 3 there late, but before that we were probably 1 for 21 and 1 for 22 or something from the 3. And without a presence at the rim from our bigs, other than Wildens Levesque, and not being able to make a jump shot and not getting to the foul line, it's a bad recipe for to win a game against a team like Princeton.
Thank you, Coach. Questions for Jermaine?
I mean, you guys were up 10 early in the game, and then they were, I think, ended the first half on this 21-6 run. What changed there, and how did you guys what did you see offensively that was kind of making you guys struggle some?
I feel like we wasn't disciplined enough on defense. I feel like once we start, when we made subs, we start making bad decisions, just lunging, running the play, and they just start making us pay.
Jermaine, and that final minute where you're making all those threes, what's kind of, I guess, going through your mind? And it looked like you picked up your game another level in that moment. And when you guys are struggling as a team shooting, just how do you combat that? How do you get through that as well?
We just have to find different ways for us to win the game. And that's either get stopped or just get to the line.
All right, thank you, Jermaine. Appreciate your time. Questions for Coach?
Frank, what did you think of your team shots?
I thought in the first half it was pretty good. We missed, and then in the second half we pressed a little bit to make shots. But we have to have a presence from our bigs, and it became more of a half-court game in the second half. I think they shot 20 free throws in the second half, if I'm not mistaken. So that's 10 walk up the floor possessions, and we had opportunities we had opportunities. Here's like a stat that we got 18 offensive rebounds. We created 18 turnovers. We shot 14 free throws. How do we not convert 18 offensive rebounds and 18 turnovers into more free throw opportunities? Our half-court offense was not what it needed to be today. We made an adjustment in the second half to try and create more movement because we weren't getting the presence from our bigs that I wanted inside. But we'll learn from this.
Frank, you were talking about just some of the defensive struggles today. What specifically did you see from a defensive standpoint that you guys were struggling with today?
They play 5 guys out. If you understand what I mean by 5 out, is all 5 guys play on the perimeter. And it puts a lot of pressure on your bigs to defend cuts and the bounce. And they're all freshmen, other than Wildens Levesque. And those guys have not had to defend guys in high school. They all defended centers, and they just kind of plotted themselves behind people and just stood there. And they're learning, and we ended up playing a team that's got seniors, and they all play facing and driving and kicking, and they put a lot of pressure on you to be disciplined, and we weren't quite good enough. On a day where we got nothing from our bigs other than Wildens, and we shot 4 for 28 from the 3, you have to find other ways to win the game. So that means that you have to be very, very good defensively. and we made mistakes. And for example, anytime we were a step late on a rotation, they stuck to 3. And, you know, credit them. I mean, it's not like we didn't play hard. The guys that played the majority of the minutes, they played really hard. Our subs have to grow up, for lack of better, because they're just all, I mean, Josh Gray's a freshman. He played 30 total minutes of college basketball last year. He's got no idea what he's doing, even though he's a starter right now. Kobe, Devin, Taekwon, they're all freshmen. And we played a team that made it really difficult on them.